All right, good evening. Welcome to the All Things Borough podcast. This is a special episode to catch up with some games that we've missed. Me and Simon missed. But yeah, so welcome to the show. This is being recorded as well on YouTube as well. So welcome to YouTube, the YouTube channel. I'm joined by Simon and Tom tonight, as usual. Tom, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. 6 points this week. Done
Yeah.
456 miles following the team, so I'm very happy. It's been very happy this week. Been a good one, but that's about all I've been up to really. How have you been,
Yeah,
Simon?
decent.
Yeah, not bad. A few little technical difficulties this evening, but I'm here now, so to save the day as usual. So
No.
I'm back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. I should also point out that not only has Tom done all those miles, the team also has done them as well. So Tom's been busy traveling about the country, seeing the sights.
Yeah, we'll touch on
two ends of the country.
Seeing the sights of Dover and Weston. Yeah, happy days.
Yeah, we'll touch on them. Now. So we'll start obviously with the Dover game. We were on the Saturday, the 23rd.
We've got the Aveley one as well. If you want to start off that.
Oh yeah, the Aveley. That was the game I was thinking of. Yeah, Aveley. Yeah, Aveley.
We can start with the Aveley game. We was all at the game.
What did we make of the game?
Well, apart from Cool's missed penalty, was that?
Oh yeah.
Early on in the first half. I thought we were pretty good. We sort of overrun them really. We didn't really. They weren't really anything to. They didn't do anything to give us any danger or anything like that, did they? So there wasn't much.
For me, they look like a team who have sold their two best forwards, and they have. So Matt Rush and Benton, they're both left there.
Yeah, but they did that bloody ages ago.
Yeah, but they looked a bit bereft of.
I think they've been like this for a while though.
Yeah, but they're doing all right though. They've won the other night.
They're still up there.
They keep picking results up.
Yeah, they're still hanging around. They're seventh, aren't they?
No, not anymore.
No.
We're above them.
We're like joint seventh with St Albans. We've got the same amount of points with St Albans.
Yeah, I think prior to the Aveley game, though, I think we were behind them, weren't we? But then we overtook them in that win.
Yeah.
I think, or we got close to them anyway. What
did you think of the Aveley game, Tom?
I thought it was a good game. I thought Reggie Young was superb. He actually looked like he had a bit of attacking
absolutely brilliant,
freedom, and it looked
he didn't get man of the match. I never know, but there we are.
Pruty as well. I thought another goal scorer. He was excellent, and then who was the third goal scorer? Joe Hay with a screamer
with a belt.
Yeah. Me and Simon were literally right in that corner, weren't we?
Yeah, I was like that. I was like that, ready to catch it.
Ready to catch it. Yeah.
I've got it, and it went in. I was like, that's the result.
I thought it was a really good performance. I don't really think, apart from when they won the penalty off Guy Hollis, they didn't get a sniff, and even that was a penalty. So
I should say that again, me and Simon were behind the goal at that point, and we could see it very, very clearly. Hollis got the ball clear as day.
From the replay on YouTube, I don't think so.
I've seen the replay. There was a penalty. He went through the man first.
I've not seen the replay.
But in our defence, though, from our angle, it did look like he got the ball. He was trying to hook his leg round, but yeah, he went through the man first.
I don't think it was Stonewall.
I think the bloke sitting next to us was giving us dirty looks, saying you must be off your rocker to say that's not a penalty. But I was adamant. I was gonna take him outside and give him a good hiding, but I thought better not. That
one, he was probably about 2 foot taller than you as well. So
yeah, everyone is. He was a penalty, but he's a bit unfortunate. But we dominated for the first sort of 10, 12 minutes, and then they got the penalty, and then it was one-way traffic after that, wasn't it? So yeah, good performance, Joe. It's
our first double over a team this season.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah.
Only up until Western Supermare and Dover.
Yeah, all three which we can segue nicely onto. So Dover, Tom, how was it? How was the firstly, how was the journey down there? Did you come across any asylum seekers? And secondly, was the ground like, and what was the game like?
To answer the more important question, it was a nice journey. The ground was a nice ground, very on a hill. It was the whole place. It seems like a great big fucking massive hill, if I'm honest. But it was an alright journey. I think about 2 hours straight through Kent. Didn't really take too long or anything. It's good lads and the coach. Nice, got there, nice and early. Guy Hollis was knocking about actually because he's suspended. He was had a chat with him, good laugh, and then again it was almost the exact same tale of the Averley game in terms of actually in the pitch where their first and only shot of the game, a good shot of that I must add, resulted in a very good goal from their striker. I think he was
it
called
was a good goal,
Dembele.
to be fair.
Very nice finish. Left Jack Turner in the dust. And I forget to add, contextually, Dover could have been relegated this game. And then that led on to an Aaron Cole penalty, which I don't think he was going to take because he'd missed his last two before that. And his penultimate goal for Farnborough. And then a Ricky Holmes, Jack Turner clearance of the ball lands at the feet of Ricky. He looked offside, but I can tell you now he wasn't, despite how upset the Dover fans seemed at that, which led us into half-time 2-1 up. It was an audacious lob from Ricky as well. Very, very nice finish. Felt like it took forever to go in, but a bit like Reggie in the playoff final. No, that one took a long time to cross the line. But
it was a bit. I've seen the replay of that. It was like one of them finishes that if he did that at pre-season on a summer hard pitch, it would have bounced over the goal. But fortunately, because it was so wet and mucky, the ground, it went in. So I was thinking, would it bounce? Oh dear, that's a bit close.
Yeah. Well, I see what Tom was saying. Looking at it on the replay, it did look like one of those goals where it was just going to. It looked like it was taking forever to go into the back, and you were just waiting for a defender to come in and clear it.
Yeah, what I want to know though, what was the goalkeeper doing?
Oh, absolutely!
I
know,
yeah, God,
absolutely no man's land.
He come out. He almost like I know it was Jack Turner long ball, and it went straight through, didn't it? And it was almost like he kind of went to come and get it, and it was almost like he stopped and realised, hang on a minute, my 18-yard box is 10 yards back the other way. So what's going on here? They started running back, and it's a bit late. So,
yeah.
I've got to say, Dover didn't really. There's a third goal of Aaron Cole, lovely header, and Dover showed where they are on the pitch. Their fans as well. Well, their fans at half time. I've never heard such boos from a crowd of about 500. And their fans had some good banter. Shout out the River End as he was singing some songs. But
Bradley from the River End, our friend of the podcast. Yeah,
I shook his hand at the end. Yeah. He's a lovely chap, to be fair.
Yeah, he is a good bloke. He knows his stuff as well. So he was optimistic at the start of the season, I think, of maybe getting out of it. But everybody else,
I'm not sure why.
No, neither will I. Neither me and Alan when we interviewed him, we were like, mate, you got no hope. It's not going to happen.
No.
And that was the time. Pre-season.
It was around the time as well that they hadn't made any. It was late pre-season as well. They hadn't made any signings. Ricky had come and gone, and they had. I think at the time before the start of the season, they didn't have an assistant manager. It was just Mitch on his own.
Yeah.
And Bradley still thought that quite optimistically that they would do all right.
I think he was letting his heart rule his head there. I think, wasn't he?
Just a little bit, I think, just a little bit.
It's put Dover in a position now with the next point, I think, won by Arbitura Dartford relegates them. If one of those two won last night, on Tuesday night, it would have done it, but they were a 0-0 draw.
0-0, that was a draw that didn't help either of them, really, did it?
And it was nearly quite poetically Ricky Holmes who joined and left and who would have scored the goal that would have relegated them if it was on the Saturday. But I think it was Tom Bridge.
Did he celebrate giving it a big one?
He didn't go into anyone's face or anything, but he ran around. He ran around and celebrated with the Farmer boys. It was a team celebration.
But they were better Dover fans.
Aaron Cole's second goal on that game. The header from the was it corner or was it
corner
throw-in?
Yeah, corner. It was. Yeah.
I swear, I said this to Simon because he jumped up. He looked like he jumped really, really high because he was head and shoulders above everybody else from the replay. And I swear you could sort of just see a couple of the Farnborough players maybe just sort of giving him a little hand, pushing him up a little bit.
It was like a line out in rugby union, wasn't it? Picked him up.
Yeah. It did look like. I mean, the picture was a bit grainy, so you couldn't really see. But
they called it. It was like
that was
1, 2, 3, 4. Get your head on that and score, and off he went. Yeah.
What a header that was, though.
And it was overall good performance by Farnborough, and I think, it was Aaron Cole who made the difference that game. He was here, there, and back and everywhere. But that leads us sort of nicely onto the news that came the following day. Dorking Wanderers recalled him for their safety charge, I suppose. And what was it in Mark's interview? He said he was Mark White's quite a big part of their season now.
Yeah, and he did so Mark White did a post match interview today, ahead of their game. They got a game tomorrow, haven't they? And he basically said that Cool has got like 1 year left on his contract with them. He's very much part of their plans. He always has been. When he said when he joined Dorking, he joined already injured, so he was already out for 3 or 4 months already. And then when the injury cleared up, he obviously wasn't getting up to speed quick enough to help the team. So that's why the loan happened to come to us. And and that's ultimately that's what happens when a high league club loans a player out to someone below. That's the plan. That's the aim. The aim was to get him up to speed, to get him fit, and it worked. He scored what,
Yeah.
9 goals in the 20
Yeah.
28 games that he played
He's our
for
top
us.
scorer as of right now this season. I doubt anyone will
So
top
it's
of
worked.
his.
So the loan worked. The loan served its purpose. It's unfortunate that he's gone. Um, and there were a few sort of disgruntled, as you would be, Farnborough fans. But unfortunately, that's how the loan works. After I think
Yeah.
when players are loaned to clubs like ours, after 28, there's a
After
28-day
28
period where they
days, you can
yeah,
recall.
there's a 28-day period where they can't do anything. They can't recall them. But then after that 28 days, and then on from the rest of the loan, they can then recall their player at any given notice. And that's the rules. And that's what happened to us with Haddy. That's what's happened to us with Cool. That's what happened with Pruti the first time he went back.
Yeah.
So
I think the disgruntled
unfortunately
people,
that's it.
the disgruntled people, unfortunately, are people who don't know. I don't want to be too harsh on them, but they're people who don't know football really. It's at
It's
the
not,
end, the end
yeah,
of the day. You
yeah.
got
I
It's
think it's
hard.
a natural reaction,
I,
though.
yeah, I know.
It's
I
yeah.
know. I know.
It's a natural reaction, and I don't think there is a way to say that it isn't harsh. But if you don't, you need to understand how football works and how football teams work and how the transfer system works.
It's
And
just tough to
ultimately,
always lose your best player at the end of the day.
that's it. At the end of the day, he's not our player. He's a Dorking player. They can after 28 days, the first 28 days, they can recall him whenever they like. They don't even have to give like a
Recall.
week's notice. They can just say like that, like it happened. They can say the next day, that's it, he's coming back.
But I thought it was. I thought it was a good reaction. This is what Spencer said, and I think we proved that we're not. And I don't think you go on a 6-game winning streak in a 12-match unbeaten run, barring the Oval game, the champions,
Yeah,
with just one player. It wasn't just Aaron who led us that. And I think the team sort of proved that with the 3-0 win away at Western,
yeah,
which I thought
yeah,
was
no,
really,
exactly. Yeah.
really
So
big.
do you wanna talk us through that?
Yeah, before you
How
do that, Tom. Though, marks out of 10 for the Dover performance overall.
I'll give it. It wasn't our best. It was scrappy at points. We were slow at the start of the second, and the first was decent, but it was nowhere near, especially given the opponent. I think
Seven and a half. You reckon? Then?
I'll go 7. I'll go a 7
7. He's
because it's
harsh.
Dover.
He's harsh. He's
Dover.
because he's gone all that way and only saw 3 goals. What is or 2 goals? Was it 3 goals? 3-1.
Three,
Yeah, 3
three.
goals.
I was happy with the amount of
3-1,
goals.
yeah.
It was
Yeah,
also, I think, it was 2 set pieces and a lob. So,
and marks out of 10 for Dover's fans.
they for singing Farnborough songs, 10 out of 10. But
Yeah.
they were really funny lot. But I don't. But for supporting their own team, I can't blame them one bit. It's that they're atrocious.
Nah.
A lot of the hate towards the chairman.
Yeah. I mean, he's I do feel a bit. We did discuss this at the beginning of the season about him, and he's run out of money and he's not prepared to put any more in, and he wants to run the club on a proper balance sheet now, whereas they can't keep losing money basically. So the budget's really tight, and he's had to pull the person. He was you remember he was the chairman that during lockdown he basically refused to play any matches. And they couldn't. He said, "I'm not going to fulfill it." And they got a 10-point points deduction. Well, I think it was disgraceful. And they got relegated down to the south, the south for that. But yeah, I don't blame him. I mean, to get a 10-point deduction like that was pretty poor because the club basically just ran out of money. They couldn't sustain what they were doing without any fans being in. It was the only income you get as a club. It's daft. So a lot of clubs are still paying it back.
As it happens as well this season, the fan base has dwindled more. To
I'm not surprised.
Dover,
Who's going to pay good money for that?
575 fans or something like that. When we
didn't Spencer say something about the ticket price or something? Apparently,
it's 17 quid.
They're a bit of a disgrace. Yeah,
charging 17 quid for the worst team in the National League South.
Yeah.
If I went to actually watch Dover, but I would have been disgusted. I thought it was nice to see John on Jaeger again as well. He was all right. He wasn't. I mean, I think there's not much a right back can do to change their fortunes, but he didn't look like he could handle Jordan either.
When we get him, would you have him back next?
Next season? I think he'd still do it if we're in the National League South. I think he'd do a job, but I think there's a reason he didn't come this year because we needed the right back all year and he's not come.
Yeah, he's not coming. Yeah,
so I don't think we'll have him, but I think he's a bit of fun in terms, especially when I was growing up. The teams I grew up with, he's a bit of a Farnborough legend to me. So I would happily have him back.
Yeah. All right, fair enough. So anyway, right, Western. You went there.
Western.
First of all, did you get stuck in traffic?
Yeah, I was going to say, how was the journey?
How long did the journey take? And again, did you sample any of the Bristolian hospitality whilst you were in town?
So it was the journey there was I forget which exact motorway it was. I think it was the one that actually takes you from Bristol.
M4.
The M4 was completely shut on the way there. I mean, Spencer only got there 5 minutes before kickoff. So
I didn't know if that was literally 5 minutes before the game.
Yeah, we didn't see him in any of the warm-ups or anything. And then, teams are about to walk up and he's here.
You know what I mean? People say, "Oh, I only got here 5 minutes ago," when actually, you know, what I mean, they were pushing it. You know what I mean? And it was literally 5 minutes.
But National League South.
I bet he was fuming.
Yeah, it was. I mean, he'd been on the road for about 5 hours. I don't think he checked those road closures. So it's silly of him, really. Sorry if you're listening, Spencer, but
thing is, though, we're getting to Western. There's only one way you can go, so you're a bit stuck.
We went. That's the thing. It took us probably about 45 minutes longer than if we'd went on the M4, but we went through all the country roads and.
Yeah, so you must have gone down. You must have gone the A303.
Yeah, it was. We went anywhere fucking the coach could to get there. It was A303.
That's going the wrong way.
No, because it comes down and around and up.
Oh, does it? No,
because it'll go like I think it'll go like past Salisbury and it'll go and you'll end up like Yeovil.
Yeah, it did go past Salisbury and Yeovil.
And then you come back on yourself on the
past
M5.
a place called Cheddar as well, which I thought was
Cheddar,
but it was
sounds a bit cheesy.
Right journey. We got there at 6:45, so not bad considering.
That's not too bad.
Right. Nice little ground, another new ground for me. The two this week, and then a bit of a different lineup playing. It was Miller, and then obviously the new signing Maxwell Mullins was there. Right back to the shot, which Reggie got attacking freedom, and that was probably what gave us so much momentum. I think, and I think we scored twice in 3 minutes at the start of the game. It was both from long throws as well. Actually, Joe Hay. There was a scramble in the box. I think Pendlebury had a shot and it deflected out to Hay. Practically open goal. He finished as well. And then a lovely finish from Jordan for his first. And then took us 2-0 up into half time. And then for the third, Jordan again ran clean through on the counter and slotted one home. I'd like just
has the replay of the game been put up yet? I haven't seen it yet.
I've seen Joe Haig's goal. It was a bit of a scramble.
No, it was a scrappy one, but.
He said in his interview afterwards when he announced he was signing on for next season that he said it was a nice finish, but I thought, mate, if you couldn't finish that, mate, you have to screw you. You have to tear your contract up. Jesus.
He's had nice finishes, I can say that. But no, Jordan Norman Williams, what he does, 2 goals now for the game, 3 for the season. He was excellent, unplayable. Miller Matthews Lewis was unlucky as well. He hit the post.
Is that going to be? Is that Player of the Year elect Jordan Norville Williams? You reckon?
He'd get my vote.
Yeah, me too.
He's consistently since he's joined, I think, not just the year.
I think if Cole had stayed for the season, I think it would probably be him.
It would be between the two. I think they both. I think one of them would have got players, and one of them would have got fans.
Yeah, but I tend to agree. Jordan probably would get it now.
He's been so wrong.
No, he's been so good for the last since he joined us last season. I mean, he's been so good for us.
I've got to say, a number of positions. That's the good thing about Maxwell Mullins. He really reminded me of Jordan, just on the right hand side. He's a very strong tackler.
How good was he then, Maxwell? Because it's his first start. He started straight away, didn't he?
Yeah, he was very. He impressed me a lot. He going forward. He didn't. I think he's still because it's a new club. He's right wing back. He very much more strong in the tackle and stuff. But there were times he'd beat the fullback and really break through and create something, which I thought he really impressed me, and it really sort of gave me confidence that we'll probably look a more balanced side. It'll probably counteract anything we lost to Cool. And I'll say this is why Taylor Clark filled in that role perfectly, especially for an 18-year-old young guy.
So how did we line up then? We were some were sort of thinking it was maybe a narrow sort of 3-4-3.
3-4-3, I thought, yeah. But no, I would say it's a narrow.
3-4-3.
I mean, Joe
yeah, it'd be like a 3-4-2-1.
It seemed to me. Yeah. It seemed. It was Jack Turner, Robbo, Pruitt, Hollis, Mullins, Jordan, Pendlebury, and then I think it was Pendlebury, Clark in the middle, Reggie behind, and Matthews Lewis.
Yeah, 3-4-2-1. Yeah.
So I thought it was a really good system. It looked like what Spencer had been wanting to do. With now he's got Mullins, it seems like we can actually do that. But yeah, and 3-0, an excellent result, especially Western side, who coming up have not looked bad at all.
Well, you know what I mean? I get the impression now. I saw it was 2-0, and you know what? As soon as it went 2-0, I thought we've won this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas at the start of the season, you'd be thinking we're 2 up, we need to hang on. You know what I mean? But
especially because Hayes' goal and Jordan's first goal came quite quickly after each other.
19 and 22nd minutes.
Yeah.
Both long throws as well, which just shows.
I was like, yeah, exactly, yeah. And I was like Simon said, I was like, yeah, we've won this now. That's it.
Yeah, we go 2 up. Or even if we go 1-0 up, I don't see us losing matches at the moment.
No. I just like to shout out to he didn't look older than 13, who Western Supermare fan, who walked past us with the drum there, and he very quietly said, at 2-0 down, said it's the shittest drum he's ever seen. To which he was swiftly reminded we were 2-0 up. To which he scoffed at and then went and walked away. He's a little twat. What a little twat he was. But
did you
enough talk of him?
Did you go and chase after him into the toilets? And his dad came out after you, and he ran the other way.
No, he went. I think they've got these sort of pillar things in their stand, and he went and stood right behind one, so we couldn't see him. But you can see. He had a Stone Island jacket on as well. They're even up for it.
I mean, they're either big pillars or he was flipping thin.
Oh, he's a tiny little. He was a skinny little teenager. Yeah. I'm not that way inclined for the violence, but I wouldn't have been worried. I'll put it that way.
There's no point you doing that, Tom. We can see that red jacket you keep wearing, and secondly, your hair sticks out, so there's no point you doing that.
Yeah, it'd cover all my vision. That's what these for.
So overall, in Tom, was it a better performance than Dover, even though we won against Dover? But was it a better performance?
Yeah, Mark's they were both good, but I'll give the Western one. I'll give it an 8.5, or a 9. Very I think, nice. And actually, I'll go 9 because I think
very nice.
You can't mainly because they did not get a sniff, not one free header or anything. The closest they come. Yeah. I don't know if you were at the reverse fixture, lads, but they've got a bald centre back who very much resembles a Harry Potter character. And he was reminded of that consistently. The closest they came is whenever he pick up the ball, you'd see him go frustrated and try and shoot from 40 yards. And he wasn't bad, but he never scored, and it was the closest they came to scoring at all.
Yeah, I think Spencer alluded to that, didn't he, in his after-match press conference? He said, we haven't given them anything really. They've only had 2 shots on goal. So Jack Turner tipped one over straight at him, and that was it, really, wasn't it?
There's a free kick that Jack. Yeah. To be fair, it was a good free kick, but then Jack just went and caught it. So
they so just pretty much a professional, perfect away performance, really.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Very, very, very good stuff, and it gives you sort of confidence for player front of
him. And that sort of brings us neatly to the latest bit of news, which Simon alluded to, and Simon has his sort of knack of talking about stuff in any order that he wants to, without any kind of regard to any kind of layout that I've done.
Listen, you might need structure in your life to survive, mate. But I'm a master of chaos.
Exactly. That's exactly right. But so that brings us to the announcement. We all thought there was going to be a new signing coming or something like that, or I think me and Simon, we thought that something else was going to be coming up.
No. I just need to set the record straight here. you were all excited about getting another signing, and I said, hold on a minute. Spencer's after match press conference said that it was one good news for the future, and I see in my life and the job that I do, so I need to actually listen to the words that people say, and then make my decisions.
You're normally asleep at work.
Yeah, but in my dreams is what I do, and yeah, so I thought, it's something in the future. I actually thought it might be something else that's on the horizon, but which we can't mention at this point. But
No.
But the news that Joe Haig has signed for next season is good news. Yeah,
committed. He's committed
to.
It's
like a new signing, but sort of half a new signing, shall we say?
Yeah, kind of, yeah. But he's committed to next season playing for the Borough. How do we feel about that? I think this is really good news.
As long as he hasn't got a £1 release clause, be quite happy.
Yeah, and as long as Woke can stay fucking away.
As long as Woke can stay away for at least a season.
Someone
put that on Twitter, didn't they? They were waiting for Woke to get the checkbook out again. Yeah.
Yeah, and as long as Aldershot don't recall Maxwell Mullins, then
to be fair, if we get £100,000 for him, he can go tomorrow. But you know what I mean?
I think
everyone's got their price.
He's not. I don't think he needed any time to acclimatise or anything. I don't know.
I don't think he's had a bad performance, whether he's come off the bench or he started. I don't think he's had a very bad game.
Apart from his debut, I think he's scored or assisted in every game he's played now. Something ridiculous like that. He's so present.
It just goes to show, doesn't it? He was at Aldershot at the beginning of the season, and he couldn't get a sniff of a game there. Ended up at South Park, didn't he, playing with his brother? Yeah. And then it just shows you, doesn't it? It just happens to a lot of players. They start off at a club a bit higher up, and they don't make it, and then they drop down a few levels, start playing a bit, and then another club snaps them up, and hey, presto, they're they're the next Maradona. So
the way it seemed from talking to Aldershot fans online, like Simon, they said that he was very, very he couldn't handle the physicality at all. They said, and I don't know. He's clearly not a physical player. He's a small attacking midfielder, but I don't really. I think
it depends where you're playing him, though. Depends where you play him, doesn't it? Because if you stick him in the central midfield, he ain't going to cut it, is he? But if you play him as a number 10, like he has, does what's behind the striker,
and he's playing in probably the most physical side in the National League South as well. We score, we could score long throws for fun.
Yeah,
he seems to be playing now in that, like Simon said, in that 10 role. But it seems like he's been given. That's why I think, like against Western, I think Reggie was probably playing in that 10 role with him, but Haig was given a bit more freedom to do what he wants and go where he wants.
Yeah. From what I saw from the Aveley game, though, he does work hard. He does his stuff defensively. I saw him running 60 yards back to chase the left back. He chased him all the way back to the edge of the penalty area. So he does do his stuff, and that's good. And that's good to see for a young person, because I have to say, having seen, there's no detriment to Adam Meckie at all, but he's the other end of the age scale, so maybe his time's sort of running out. But I've seen him. So he was, as every Farnborough fan knows, he's on loan at Bracknell, and he's sort of in a bit in and out of the team. But I watched him play against Merthyr Town when they won 3-2, and he came on off the bench, and only every time the right winger attacked him, he just went straight past him. There was no semblance of a tackle.
I don't mean to drop anything on anybody here, but Harvey Bradbury has departed the club, and Ronan Silver and Mark O'Hay have joined the club. Ronan Silver rejoined it. Brother of Joe Hay has also joined.
I actually thought about Ronan Silver, because I said to you, early in the day, didn't I, about getting a central midfielder.
I thought I had him in my mind earlier. That is, he's rejoined Farnborough.
So that's an exclusive there. Yeah, so say that again. So Bradbury's gone. So
Harvey Bradbury's joined Chatham. He's transferred. And Spencer's been quoted saying the emergence of Miller and the return of Hitch is sort of the best for both parties. He's joining Sid Nelson, as we know. And they're battling that promotion themselves. Good luck to Harvey. And then they spoke about the re-emergence of Ronan Silver. He's been playing for Hayes and Yedding very well. Might add, actually, he's been getting the goals.
Yeah.
He's been dual registered for extra cover. So I imagine he'll probably be at Hayes until we need him. And then the brother of Joe Hay, Marco, has been registered as well. He's an 18-year-old striker.
What, Joe
Is that
Haig's
another
brother?
dual? Is that
Joe
another
Haig's
dual?
brother.
Yeah,
South
do you know what?
Park.
I just literally said playing with his brother, didn't I, at South
Yeah,
Park?
yeah.
And
That's what exactly.
I actually, I almost said it's about what if Joe Haig just could, why don't we sign his brother up? I almost said that.
That
So,
is some big exclusive news.
I'm guessing his brother is a dual register as well.
Yeah, his brother's dual registered as well. He's only 18. That's I guess
I did
Farnborough
wonder about Bradbury because I put one of his tweet in our WhatsApp group of him, a little picture of it saying it's transfer deadline day and the little googly eye things. So I did, and when I saw that, I thought, hang on, I think something might be up here.
He's been quite active today on Twitter, actually, hasn't he? But the last thing I saw is he said, "That's it, lads. I'm not going anywhere." He put so something's obviously happened in the last few hours for that to change.
Yeah.
But,
no, that was in context to there was a tweet saying that the fans travelling to Germany were risked about for the Euros, risked about a stronger beer, and he said he's not going.
Oh yeah.
But
he did tweet this morning saying about he put a picture of a merry-go-round and then said
I saw that one. Yeah, it's a shame he's gone.
Yeah.
If anything,
he was very
good
funny.
He was good banter.
Probably the funniest.
It was good banter.
It just hasn't worked out, though, is it?
Yeah, it's just I mean, aside the fact he hasn't played, he hasn't come on or featured for the last four games.
Is there any news on that about Chatham paying a fee for him? Because obviously we paid a fee.
Well, they said it was a transfer, but I still think we didn't pay a lot of money because we sent.
Well, we probably got our money back for what we paid, so I reckon everyone's happy about them. Those Chatham's where Sid Nelson's gone as well, isn't it? So they're obviously up in the second.
The transfer of Harvey Bradbury, it says. So make of that what you will, I suppose.
That's a shame.
Very interesting.
To see him go, but
yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't think. Yeah, I would have been surprised if we saw him next season if he had stayed because I don't think he really, apart from all the shithousery that he does on the pitch, and he is really funny off the pitch on social media and that. Yeah, he's really funny, but on the pitch he just wasn't offering what I think Spencer wanted from his strikers.
Yeah. He's been on the bench as well, hasn't he, for the last?
He's been on the bench for the last 3 or 4 games.
Hasn't even come on. I wonder whether he's maybe wanted to move a bit closer.
He might have asked for it.
Yeah, he might have wanted to move closer to Rome, possibly.
I wonder if his dad, the manager, might be involved with Chatham soon. That might be a factor.
Was that sorry about the manager?
It's because his dad used to manage Eastleigh. I wonder if his dad might be involved with Chatham anytime soon because they've obviously got. We know they're a club with money.
Yeah, but the manager's doing quite well at second in the league. I wouldn't have thought they'd be getting rid of a manager.
They won't be changing the manager, will they?
Well,
I'm not sure. He might. I didn't know if he just had a role
from our Rainers Lane interview in the season. It does happen.
Stranger thing. Yeah, it has happened.
I wouldn't have thought so at this level. I wouldn't have thought so. But you never know. But Jamie's gone. Well, there you go. A bit of breaking news there for you as we're live recording. No more.
I like the signing of Ronan Silva.
We are, but we're not. If you know what I mean.
So it's good to see Ronan Silva back. See what he can do for us when called upon. Because obviously, like I said, he's dual registered with Hayes, so he'll be playing with Hayes, which is good because it'll keep his fitness up. So he's not sitting around doing nothing on the bench, and then he'll come in as and when we need him.
Yeah. I think he's quality, Ronan Silva. I don't think he was at all bad for us last year.
But didn't he? No, yeah, but then he suffered with a bit of injuries as well, though, didn't he?
He had
last season, and he couldn't get in the squad, and then he ended up
got us out of
leaving.
the Hampshire Cup as well. If you think about it.
Yeah. No, so two good signings, two good dual signings coming in there.
The Hay brothers.
The Hay brothers are in. It's taken over. That'd be a good link if he's playing up front with his brother, with Joe behind him and another 10. That'd be a good link up.
There's a reason they were together at South Park and caught Spencer's eye, I suppose.
No, exactly. So so we'll extend the welcome to the club to Ronan and Joe Hayes' brother Marco. So welcome to the club if you're listening. But right, let's move on to tomorrow's game, Good Friday, home fixture against Chippenham. There is a 9 a.m. pitch inspection planned because of the awful weather we've been having recently. So let's talk about the game as if it's going to happen. We'll be there, obviously. What do we think? Chippenham are a good side. They're looking to get the double over us.
The top two.
I saw. I don't know if you saw. I don't know if you saw their managers
Oh,
sort of
so
post
yeah,
match
he
called
was
us quite an
very
aggressive side,
physical.
which
He said,
yeah,
I think that's I don't disagree, but I don't think that should. It's not all boiled down to physicality.
no,
There's a lot of technicality in the side as well. Hopefully,
yeah,
that's something they underestimate going into the game. And then, I mean, we've got a lot. I mean, we've got players that can play football. I mean, we've probably
yeah,
just
no,
signed two
exactly, yeah,
that can as well.
exactly, yeah. And don't forget the last time we played them, the first time around we played them, we didn't have people like Guy Hollis who can throw the ball
Exactly.
quite far.
And
So I mean,
well, yeah,
that's a set piece in itself.
I know an old favourite of mine, Freddie Grant. He's injured at the
Freddie, yeah.
moment,
Oh,
so
is he?
yeah, he won't be playing. But they have been playing some really good football. I don't know if you boys saw from Twitter or X, as it should be known, the goal they scored on the weekend. I think it was 12 passes
No.
before scoring, all like 1-2 touch football. It's beautiful stuff there. They're in really good form. They're not an easy side, but I think with Cherrywood, if the game is on tomorrow or whenever it is on, having the Cherrywood back in
Yeah.
and having just the home form and just the form we're in, I think we'll take it. I think it'll be a close game. I think the fact Freddie's missing, I think he's probably their best player in my eyes. Maybe Johnson on the wing. I don't know who else really you could say in that side. They're a good side, but in terms of actual players to stand out, there aren't a
Yeah,
lot to it.
they're definitely a good side, and they're definitely going to pose problems to Spencer and the team that hopefully they can get work around. But we've definitely got the players now to do something about it.
Yeah, I wonder who the new lads might be involved tomorrow.
Well,
Maybe
yeah, I don't know,
Marco.
who knows, but there's also some more bit of breaking news. Mark Mosley, who's the Hayes and Yeti manager, has resigned.
He's just lost Ronan Silva, so
He's just lost Ronan Silva, and he's quit.
Yeah, but that was the straw that broke the camel's back, maybe. But yeah, so yeah, he's resigned, and they've got the two coaches in charge for the Easter fixtures now. So yeah, it's all going on. I know they've been struggling a bit this season. Hayes have been forming a bit very in and out.
Yeah, it's a very tight battle in their league for relegation, but I think they're one of the more likely sides.
Yeah, I think they'll be all right. But
they had Michael Fernandez as well, didn't they?
He's left.
Player. He's moved on. He's moved on since.
Where's he? Where's he?
Swindon Supermarine.
That's it. He scored the other day.
Supermarine, yeah.
He scored the other day. I saw.
Yeah.
So hopefully he can kickstart his career down in Swindon.
Yeah. So
so moving back to Chippenham, the Chippenham game tomorrow and Good Friday. What do we think?
Yeah, they're good side, aren't they? You obviously got the return of Freddie Grant, isn't it, as well? So your former player.
Simon, if you were listening rather than being on your phone, you would have heard that Freddie Grant is injured.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he won't be playing. I think he's their best player.
That's good news. Yeah.
The second or third most defensive duels won in the entire division.
Yeah.
So
he might come down for the trip. Maybe we'll see him in the crowd.
I hope so. Will be there. He
probably will be there.
He's a lovely player.
But that's a shame.
Let's get some score predictions in for tomorrow.
Well, you know my predictions. You know what they're like. They're top quality, top stuff. So
yeah, right.
As soon as you go, get down your local bookies and put your mortgage on it.
Worthing. Go on, Simon. You go first.
2-0 Borough.
Okay, Tom.
It's been a bit of a pattern of a scoreline recently. I'll go 3-1 Farnborough. I'm gonna say Miller Matthews Lewis brace.
I think I'm gonna, apart from the scorers, I think I'm gonna agree with Tom and say 3-1 Farnborough. I think they'll get a goal because they are good. They are good. I think they will pose us problems.
But I think we'll go 3-up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go confident.
Fair enough.
Tom's got his crystal ball out, hasn't
he? Yeah.
At least I hope that's what it is.
Yeah. Start doing the action when you said that.
Right. So yeah, before we move on to other football news within the club, just have to as the podcast, we want to extend our congratulations to Spencer Day for winning Manager of the Week as well this week.
Yep.
With the record that he's had.
The renowned silverware he's been looking for the whole of his career.
Yeah.
Manager of the week.
Yeah. I'm sure
he's done well for 7 days. There you go.
Yeah.
In the 12 years he's been Farnborough manager, this has been the best 7 days of his entire career.
I mean, it's Manager of the Week. It does seem a bit silly, but I think it's sort of an accumulation of what.
He was the only manager who won twice in the week as well.
Yeah.
That is an important detail. But
I mean,
there were 2 impressive wins and a long way to
but
go.
but I think it's more of an accumulation of what's happened over the last, like Tom said earlier, the last 12 games. We've only lost really to the top of the table.
If we beat Chippenham tomorrow, then he could well get manager of the month as well. I think because I think he'd have gone. I think we've played 7 games of this month.
We're 6 wins in a row at the minute.
Yeah. I don't
think there's been a side, especially if you exclude January, but even maybe if you include it, has there been a side who's been better just in 2024 in the National League South?
No, I don't. I don't think. I think it was the Aveley game. I think it was before the Aveley game. It might have been before the Dover game. That on one of the football websites, we were the form. We were over 5 games. Like I think it was before the Aveley game.
10 now.
5 games. We were top of the form table, and then for the last 10 games, we were second behind. I think
Chippenham.
No, the last 5 games, we've got 15 or 15 points, and then second's Chippenham, we've got 12 or 15. So they've lost 1, and then they've won their last 4, and then of the last 10 of the 30 points available, we've got 21, and Chelmsford have got 22. Those top 2. So
I think
Chippenham 5th.
Chippenham's form's probably been slightly better. Obviously, they beat Yeovil away as well, didn't they? They beat them, which is a really good result. And I think from what I heard, the Yeovil manager Mark Cooper was saying that they were one of the better teams they've played.
They do well away as well. They're the 5th highest form, like away form of everyone.
Yeah,
we've considered. They're only 11th, so maybe
they. They're sort of an outside chance of playoffs, haven't they? But I think they've probably got slightly too much to do. But we're 3 points off. We're level on points now. We were 3 points off. We're now level with
most teams have a game in hand with us.
They're 6 points behind us now, and they've got a game in hand. So it's going to be tight. Much to do, but
so we're currently we are 8th, or if you want to say joint 7th, with because we're level on points with St Albans, who are 7th. So
only 3 points behind Worthing. I don't know if anyone's made any predictions about that recently, but
no, I don't know what you mean.
No, I can't think of anyone that's made predictions about Worthing lately.
Whoever made a prediction for them coming second is a complete idiot.
Absolutely,
they're nearly out. I
think me and
Tom out of the playoffs.
Well, they still might
100% agree with that.
They still might, but I mean, when I said I thought they'd come second, they were on a stonking run of form, weren't they? And all of a sudden they've just dropped off the cliff, haven't they? But I think there's been a few factors involved in that. Obviously, the manager leaving and Ollie Pearce not being available.
Making a prediction as well.
Yeah, me, sort of putting the rockers on them. I actually thought they'd do right, but I thought Braintree would be up there as well, but they got beat the other day as well. So I know it was Yeovil, but that's the first game they've lost for quite some time. So but they've obviously lost.
I think also for some of these teams, like Worthing as well, had a few games in hand as well. So it's catching up has been a bit difficult for
it does
for these teams.
It does. Especially if you're not full time, I think a lot of these are. They're not full time teams, or they're hybrid type teams. But it is hard to play 2 games a week for a certain period of time. So it does catch up with them. Farnborough had having that issue. I think they've done amazingly well actually this month to win as many games as they have, because a lot of teams do. Even Yeovil dropping points because it does catch up. And they're full time. It does catch up with you.
Yeah,
it's hard. It's hard to play twice a week. It's really hard. That's why most 5-a-side leagues I played in was only once a week. That was enough. It was it's hard. It's hard to do it all the time. Because you can play, but you might not play very consistently. That's the trouble. You turn up, you think you're feeling all right, and you get to 60 minutes and you're dead on your feet. And
especially if your squad is particularly small. If you're only running on 18, 19, 20 players, you can't really rotate that much when you're playing Saturday, Tuesday.
Yeah, and you start getting injuries. All the sort of little niggles you've been carrying all season start to flare up again this time of year. And heavy pitches, lack of training, so you can't work on anything. It's very hard. Yeah, it's very hard. It's hard to do. A lot. That's why a lot of people, they poo-poo footballers. Isn't it wonderful? Footballers have a wonderful life. But it's hard work. You do a lot, and it's a lot of travelling as well.
You've got to listen to Heidi on on an episode that may or may not be coming out. Who knows? I'm not sure personally.
Well, I think we can say we have had a chat with Heidi, and it'll be released in due course. Which would be a good episode for people to listen to, but it won't be out until the end of the season. So
keep your ears peeled for that one.
It's a good one. and he does speak well, and he talks a good game, and even he said it's quite hard to play, all the
Exactly, and
time.
It is, yeah, no, yeah, I do, yeah, it is difficult. It is difficult, and I'm surprised that we haven't fallen foul of that as well, because with the amount of midweek games that we have had to play as well.
I am a little bit worried about tomorrow's game. To be honest, I'm still confident we'll get a result, but it's the same. We remember that this time last year we played Chipping and we were flying high and we got beaten at the end of our
I
playoffs,
remember
wasn't
that.
it?
That was bumper car weekend,
and it did. Yeah, it caught us up. Caught up
Yeah.
with us in the end last season, didn't it? But I think we were in a worse situation last year because we were playing so many flipping matches.
Yeah,
This year's
yeah,
been
and we lost a lot of players
better.
in one go.
that one have been postponed by
Injuries
quite a
and
long
things,
time itself.
Yeah. Injuries
But
and things.
I think-
I actually
I
thought
think that was Tommy Willard's last game.
I really,
Yeah.
I really thought we'd make the playoffs last season. And I know from what Spencer alluded to at the end of the season, even when we played Slough and got beat down there, they were saying that it's a shame we haven't made the playoffs because every manager he spoke to was saying they're really glad Farnborough didn't make the playoffs last year because nobody wanted the playoffs. And I think that could be the case this season.
I think it really is.
I think now,
shall
with the form that we're in,
with that in mind, shall we do some sort of playoff predictions? So my sort of idea was sort of if Farnborough made the playoffs, who would you want to avoid?
Worthing or Bath, I'd like.
No, my one's actually Maidstone. I'd want to avoid.
I think
them.
Maidstone, yeah, I think Maidstone would be mine as well.
I'm actually sort of hoping that they get second. They go up and get second, because then we won't have to play them first then. Because I think
I don't think they'll get second. I think Chelmsford are have claimed that spot.
Yeah, they keep getting results, don't they? They could be second or third. Though I think they could end up third.
I think Maidstone could get third or fourth. If they get fourth and we get seventh, then that's that's not what we want.
We have to play away at Maidstone. I mean, we've gone down there and we got a result against them, didn't we? We 1-1, I think, wasn't it? And we've got. The thing is, in our running, we've got to play them. It's like that's
the last game against a team that's above us.
It's a tough old game, that one. That's a make or break game, that one for us. I think that's where our season begins or ends really for that one. If we win it, then we're right in the mix. But if we get beat, I think it might be one bridge too far. But
I think I wouldn't mind Braintree because we took 1-1 at their place and a 1-0 win at our place. Although a lot has changed since then.
Yeah.
I think if they get there, because we probably will need them to fall out if we want to get there. St Albans. Although we beat them, they beat us. I still think, especially since they beat us, I think we're a completely different side. I don't have Worthing is the last potential win I would take, and they're not in it actually anymore. But Bath is just because I like their ground as well. But I think we'll finish above them, so I don't think that's or Hampton because we haven't had a bad result against Hampton this year, even recently. I mean, we were all over them in that game. We should have, and we missed the penalty.
But one of our secret interviews, he said that we were all over him in that game, and we scored a last minute goal to get an equaliser and get a point, but we should have won by more really. So I'm actually not afraid of anybody, but out of the teams I wouldn't want to play is probably Maidstone, to be fair.
Maidstone.
Yeah.
Are the ones we probably will end up playing if we get there.
I think we will. I think we'll if we come seventh, I'll be happy with that.
I think it's the likelihood if we do get into the playoffs, it's going to be sixth or seventh.
Yeah,
that's where we're going to end up.
Yeah, and unless the teams really fall. I mean, this time of season, the teams tend to fall off the cliff a bit, and you get one get one team that completely falls, and that could be Worthing.
Yeah,
because they've obviously lost the manager.
But as we've seen today already, as it's a transfer deadline day today for non-league clubs, we've seen quite a few clubs, us included. Taunton as well as another one that's made a couple of signings. They've picked up clubs like this in these positions down the bottom and near the top are going to be bolstering their squad to keep the numbers high.
Even if it's like 28-day loans and things like that, because that'll take them to the end of the season. Ideal, really. Dual Regis, that sort of stuff.
Dual Regis, we're doing it. Everyone in the playoffs positions and everyone in the relegation positions. You haven't seen anybody in the middle of the table making these signings because they know that they can't go up or down. So they're just playing for pride now.
Yeah,
it's those of us that are in these positions.
They've been a budget for next season. They're budgeting for next season. I think Farnborough's done the right thing today, getting a couple of people in because I think we look a bit threadbare. And the dual reg, but we can move them in and out.
Yeah.
I don't exactly know how the dual registration system works, but anyway, I know
I think
it's quite favourable for most teams.
Yeah, and I think in our case, I think what it technically probably is we've signed them and then dual registered them back to the club that we got them from. So they then become our player.
Yeah.
And we send them and they're going to play for the So in Ronan's case, he'd go and play for Hayes, and then we can then say, right, we need him this week, and he can then come to us. So they're technically our players.
Yeah.
So we got priority
rather than their players.
Yeah.
Because I'm
very interested to see how Mark Hay is. I think he's the younger brother of Joe. He's only 18 and he was at South Park. I'm very fascinated to see how he works out. They've clearly got confidence. I mean, if he's even half as good as his brother, then we've got a player in our hands.
Well, maybe it was part of Joe's deal. Maybe he said, Joe, I'm not signing unless you sign my brother, and that was it. So,
maybe.
All right, we'll just get him in.
Yeah.
I think South Park must have been sick of Farnborough knocking on the door. I've not seen that. I know he's a striker. So
yeah, I mean, to be fair, he's probably fed up of doing Cartman's running, isn't he, all day? So you know what I mean? It's Kenny keeps getting killed every home game. So what's the point?
Anyway? Right, that's enough. That's enough of Simon's jokes. So that leads. So what we're cutting close for time. So we're gonna move on now to other matters, other footballing matters within the club. And we're going to be talking about the women's team. So the women's first team. Me and Simon were at the game for their Hampshire Cup semi-final against AFC Varsity, which they won 2-1 with goals from Leah Lacritz and Ellie Stally. Ellie sponsored by the podcast, obviously. So the 2-1 win in the semi-final at home in front of just over 100 people, I think it was. I think they were clearly happy to be winning. The Varsity are 2 divisions above them in Division 1, and it set them up for a final on May the 12th against Bursaldon Ladies, who are also Division 1, top of Division 1.
Bursaldon are the top rated team in the whole county, aren't they?
Yeah, they're top of Division 1.
Yeah. Well, they've got a reserve team. I think we play. We play the reserve team. Yeah,
they play in the first.
Yeah, I don't think they're doing very well, are they? They're doing very well. So,
no.
So there was obviously a big difference between the teams, obviously. But it's good performance from the girls or ladies or women, or whatever you want to say. They did well. They dominated the game, really.
It was
dominated the game.
They dominated. Yeah, they dominated very large parts of it.
The goal they give away at the end, it was a bit of one of them. It was like a tired goal. It was one of those, really. But it was never going to be like, oh, we're in trouble here. They're going to get one. They never. It was literally. There was only about a minute left. It was good. Good goal from Eddie Stally as well. Good finish. And also the free kick from Leah was a good hit as well. Probably got to question the goalkeeper's positioning probably for both the goals, but you got it. If you don't shoot, you don't score. So it was good. Really good performance. They've been playing really well over the last all season. Really, they've had a few sort of dodgy results where it's surprising actually if they get when they lose. To be honest with you, whereas I think a lot of people were saying at the start of the season they're a new team. This is the first season for both teams. So you would be thinking it would be a good result for them to sort of come halfway up, win half their games, lose half. But they're winning most weeks. They've lost a couple of silly matches, I think. But really, I know they lost to White Eagles in the Isle of Wight, and they lost that 2-1. I mean, for me, that was a surprise them losing that game. Really, apparently they should have.
It's never an easy journey as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was a long old trip.
Player rate or not player rate? Team rating out of 10 for the performance.
Probably a good solid 8, I think, for them.
Yeah, I think an 8. I think an 8 is a good one. Yeah, like Simon said, they dominated pretty much the whole game. I mean, we were talking to Ellie and a couple of the other girls afterwards. And I said to them as well that I think they found their level really against. They can certainly hold their own against Division 1 teams, and it wouldn't surprise me if they go on and win this Division 3.
First division team they've beaten this season. I think that's 3 they've beaten.
No, I don't think so. No.
Yeah, I think they're having cup. I think the cup run because they were in the first. I think they beat the Division 1 team before that.
I think the quarterfinal was a Division 1 team as well. I think.
Yeah, it was. That's right. Yeah, so that's at least 2. And I'm sure they played a Division 1 team in another cup competition and won.
That might have been the B team as well, though. I think the B team have beaten some teams a couple of divisions higher as well.
Be. So they are punching. Well, from the face of it, they're punching above their weight. But I do think they are good enough quality to be higher up.
Oh yeah.
And they're sort of they are sort of playing not decent football as well, and they're dominating most matches I think that we've seen.
No, exactly. Yeah, and that's all credit to Craig and the management team.
Craig's done a really good job down there.
To
Lewis as well.
how they've got them playing. So they've done really well. They've done really well.
As I might have said this before in an interview with the girls. I mean, it's not a tin pot. Turn up 5 minutes before the match and stick your kit on and go out and play. It's proper professional stuff. It's not professional, but you know what I mean. It's very It's not amateur hour. They're all there. They're all there.
They do their proper warm ups.
They're all there an hour and a half before the matches coming out doing the warm. They went on the dodgems like the lads did before the game as well. Did all of that, and they go out. They got there's no sort of there's none of this sort of turning up with green one green sock and one blue sock on. It's all proper stuff. So if you're thinking about coming along to watch some football and you don't want to spend 15 quid watching the men, come and have a look at the ladies team. It's £2.
Yeah, exactly. £2. But
good atmosphere, nice family atmosphere as well, and you get up and close with the girls usually afterwards. They all come and say hello to everybody. It's all really friendly. I should probably add not up and close too much, if you know what I mean.
Not how Simon won it, but
no one's thinking that, Simon.
Just thought I'd get that in there, just in case anyone was thinking that could be.
Only you're thinking that.
But yeah, it's really good, and they're all really friendly. They say hello to everybody, and they've got family. We've got family and friends in the crowd every week as well. It's really good. Some of the lads from the Tilly Shilling, the Witherspoons come along and watch Ellie most weeks as well. Evs and Lee and all the lads there, so they'll come and support us. So yeah, it's really good. It's a good, really nice family atmosphere. So it's well worth getting along to. I mean, they're home this Sunday if people are scratching around for things.
I was going to say before we touch on the games this weekend, I should say on that Sunday as well, the B team. I can't remember who they faced, but they were playing at home as well as the first team, and they actually won their game 7-1.
Yeah,
and that was a league game, so that was a really good result for the B team as well.
Where are they in the league now? They're second still.
I think they're second. I think they're still second. Yeah, they're still second because
not for long.
Not for long. No,
they'll win that.
No. So before we go on to their fixtures this weekend, so the first team, they've got their final, which I said earlier, is Sunday the 12th of May. It's a 4:30 kickoff at Stoneham Football Complex.
Round the corner from where Eastleigh play.
Near
Southampton.
Just off the M27, isn't it?
It's near Southampton.
Literally
Parkway,
a stone's throw away from Eastleigh FC. So if you May the 12th, obviously we're going the club and us will advertise this a lot more in the coming weeks and months. But get down and watch them play in that final. Give them the support you can and all the support you can in the final.
There hasn't been an announcement yet for admittance fees or anything yet, has there?
No.
I'm not sure, but I can't imagine it'll be anything extortionate.
I can't imagine it wouldn't be any more than to a fiver. I would have thought. I mean,
fiver. I would have.
For it. I mean, I'd pay a fiver to watch a final. To be fair, so
exactly.
What about the B team? What are they up to? When's they got a final as well, haven't they?
They've got a final coming up. I haven't made a note of when it is. They have announced it.
26th of April.
April, yeah, something like
26th of April.
Yeah, something like and that is at Totton, AFC Totton against AFC Totton.
Yeah.
So that's their Junior Cup final. So if you're end of April, if you're around end of April, go and watch them down at AFC Totton. I think we're going to try and make it
28th of April. Sorry.
28th of April. Yeah.
Sunday.
Did it say what time the kickoff is?
Can't remember. Sorry, can't remember. But
if it's Sunday, it'd more likely be 2:00. I reckon.
If you want to check the details, just check the All Things Borough Twitter page. Alan's posted the dates for them already, so they're all on there. So if you want to have a look, or check the club website, the dates are on there.
Absolutely.
It'll be advertised more sort of closer to the day. So
So that brings us to this Sunday for the girls. So the first team this Sunday, they've got a home game against AFC Portchester, who every fan of the men's team knows well.
Didn't the women's teams try and stitch us up as well? And
they got some points they did.
It seems like a running team with that club.
yeah. So they got. I don't know if it's a class as a grudge match, but they got a game against a league game against AFC Portchester, who I think are below them anyway. Yeah. But a win, 3 points for the first team, will catapult them up to second place in the league, and I think it will only leave them maybe 1 point behind the league leaders, who I forget who they are at the minute.
I've got a feeling it might be Portchester.
I don't. Oh, it might be. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, is it? I don't know. I can't check.
I know Portchester were pretty put out by the fact that they got the points deducted because it meant they
I think no. Yeah, I think no. I think Portchester. Forgive me. I think Portchester are maybe one place above us.
Yeah, I'm going to check this out. I'm going to.
And if we win,
you do some talking, and I'll check it out, and we'll give.
Yeah, if we win, we jump 2 places because second place don't have a game.
We'll give our newly named fans the lots, the proper information.
And then so then the B team as well. They've got a home game on Sunday against Gosport Falcons. As they look to close, they're 5 points behind the league leaders. So they're looking to close the gap at the top there between them and league leaders. Both games are on this Sunday, and both games will be a 2 o'clock kickoff. First team obviously playing at the Cherrywood Road, and the B team will be playing over at the old, is it Fernhill School?
Yeah, old Fernhill Bowhunt. Just off Hawley Lane. In fact, if you're driving from Camberley sort of Hawley area, and you actually go past it on the way to the ground. So yeah.
So if you're in the area on Sunday and I know it's Easter Sunday and you're struggling for things to do, get down to Cherrywood Road or to Bowhunt School and watch your girls in action.
Need a bit of fresh air to sort of blow out the cobwebs, all that chocolate you're eating, and
Yeah.
Not a bad idea. All right, just to update the fans on the league table. Farnborough Women are currently 4th, 10 games played, 24 points. Portchester is 2nd on 12 games, 25 points. So if Farnborough win, they'll go above Portchester, and they'll be joint top again with White Eagles ladies.
I think we'll be a point behind them. I think we'll be a point behind them.
It's 3 points for a win. No, we'll be level points. So we've got 24. White Eagles have got 27.
I thought we had 23 points. I thought we had 23 points.
24. So and
a game in hand as well, yeah.
Yeah, game in hand, and we've got better goal difference. So we'll actually. Oh no, we don't.
No.
So we're just behind on goal difference with a game in hand. So depending on the other results, I'm not sure if anyone else is playing this weekend, but So it's a big game. So
I think the team in third, whoever the team are in third. I don't think they're playing.
City ladies.
Yeah, they're not playing this weekend. So a win will leave us above both them and Portchester.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, good news. So hopefully, yeah. So not only could be on for a league and cup double this year, ladies.
A league and cup double for both teams.
No pressure. No pressure. Just don't lose.
But yeah, so good luck to all the girls from both teams playing this weekend. And both managers, Dan and Craig, good luck on Sunday. We'll try and get to a game on Sunday. Like I said, it is Easter Sunday, so it depends what the family say.
No excuses.
But right, so that leads us to the end of this podcast. So this episode, we're going to end it here tonight. The episode, that is. Don't know what Simon's planning. But
if I eat any more chocolate, I'll have to end it. Yeah, it might be ended for me. But yeah, also don't forget Easter Monday playing at Tonbridge away in the league.
I'll be there.
The men's team. Yeah, Tom's going down, so we'll be looking forward to one of Tom's avid match reports again.
And then celebrations of the players again.
Provided he stays sober and doesn't get arrested for a goad in the opposition.
It's something I can't promise, I'm afraid. But
yeah, you have to take over as king of the Bants now. Bradbury's gone.
Yeah, it's a big spot to fill, you know.
It's not going to be you, Simon, is it?
No, that won't be me. You know, I'm more sort of a stand-up comedian type rather than banter. Yeah.
No, you're definitely not.
Sit down comedian, more like too lazy to stand up.
Sit down. Yeah, people think I'm in a wheelchair, but I'm not.
Just sit down. Just leave it there. Don't even leave that comedian part.
Or the wheelchair part. Let's leave that where it is.
Listen, I am funny looking. That's fair enough.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. A lot of our fans and listeners will agree to that. Right, that leaves us.
We do not owe you TV if Simon breaks it.
No.
Yeah, in fact, my TV is actually broken at the minute. I'm going to see it flashing. I don't know what's going on with it.
You try playing the podcast and then it's Facebook.
I don't know what's going on with it. It's probably the fact I might have hit it when I come in. Lost a couple of horse bets earlier and smashed it up.
No. Right, that's it. We're going to end it there. It's gone on for long enough. Thanks. Let's say goodbye then, lads. Say goodbye tonight.
Say goodbye, lads. Goodbye.
Goodbye tonight.
Tom. And it's goodbye from me. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching on YouTube as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe us to our YouTube channel. Yeah, we will be back next week, I think, with another episode.
See you soon.
See you all soon.